Hello YouTube, thought I'd do a quick video here. As you can see, I'm redoing my antenna mast. And my thought is, I'm going to make, my first thought was I was going to 3D print like a carriage assembly, and the antenna can go up and down. But after I started doing that, and I started to think that I'm going to have to run 2 wires on this, otherwise it wants to, if you only do a cable on one side, it wants to kind of get stuck. So after I started thinking about this, I'm like, you know what? This is going to be such a light. This is a flagpole. This is a basketball hoop. So once I started thinking about this, I think I'm just going to make a tilting mast. And I got a crank there. And this is, like I said, it's going to be really light with this flagpole. So I am 3D printing adapters, of course, using outdoor plastic. These adapters will let me take the flagpole and stick it inside of here. I don't want to do it yet, but it'll stick in there and it'll give me the size I need. So I'm going to 3D print another adapter for the top. So it'll be a hole, another adapter. It won't have this. My thought was when I had that slide, I was going to have it, when it came up with a tab, it would lock. But I'm not going to, I don't think it's going to work the way I want it. And I think just having it be a tilt type tower would be best. So I'm going to redo that 3D print. I want to 3D print an adapter so I can have this part be part. This is nice and light. This is PVC pipe and like really thin metal. So I want to 3D print another adapter for this. This will be the top. So that's my plan. I found an old crank. I got some steel cable. I don't know if I got enough of it. So what I'm going to do is, I want all this to be on the basketball hoop. I don't want to have to put a post in the ground for this crank to go on. I want all of it to be on the basketball hoop so I can move it if I need to, or if things change in the future, I can just move this around. I'll put cement blocks on there to hold this down. So my thought is I'm going to weld some angle iron. We'll come off here, weld a piece across, and then have it come up. And then the crank will mount on that, and then I'll have the cable going up. I'll probably make it tilt. I'll probably measure about 5.5 feet, and then I'll cut it. Then I'll put angle iron, I'll weld it to this, and then on the other end, I'll put a bolt. I'll put a stopper, so that, and once you get it up, it stops. And then I'll make a hole, you put a pin. I want to make it so I don't need any ladders. I can just stay on the ground, pull the pin, walk here, crank it down, life's good. That's what my plan is. But before I can do all this cutting and welding, I got to get this thing assembled first. I got to get these adapters printed. So that's my first step. Get the tubing installed, stand this up and see how tall it is. I did measure my old antenna. It was about 31 feet tall. I'm hoping I can clear the tree with what I got here. I don't want to use the old piping system. It was too wobbly, and I just don't want to do that no more. So if it's my antenna may not be as tall as I hope, but that's fine. But this way, if I need to change antennas, I just go bloop, quickly change it, pop it back up, done. It's simple. I mean, and then if I make it all be on this stand here, I can move this around and it's not permanently mounted to the ground. I may even go as far as taking this, all my radio gear, and put it in the storage compartment back here, so I don't have to use it in the shack, so to speak. So I don't know. I'll worry about that later. We got to get this antenna mast done, but that's the plan. Like I said, this is flagpole. Matter of fact, it comes in sections. You can see it. And that's another thing, too, I was having an issue with. If I did this carriage deal, I can't have bolts go through here because then this won't slide. So now if I do it this way, I can pin these sections with a bolt and not have to worry about it. So it's just going to be better to have it be a tilting mast, tower, whatever you want to call it. And I have most of the parts. I might have to buy some bolts. Not a big deal. I have this crank I had, I don't know, off of something I had. I don't know if I got enough steel cable, but this is going to be so light. This antenna is just these flagpoles are really, really light. And we're only talking a GMRS antenna, and that's not real tall. Let me grab the antenna that I've been using in all my videos. This is the Retevis high gain antenna. This is a real light antenna, so I don't have to worry about, making this thing heavy duty. So I think that's going to work. I just got to get this mast assembled. So this might be a part 1 video. I don't know. We'll see. And between other things and getting busy with summer, I'll try to get this built as soon as I can. So there you have it. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. Please subscribe. Thank you, and have yourself a good day.